Have you ever wondered if the main guy is a villain? You won't have to wonder anymore. Because today in this review, we're reviewing Obsession. Spoilers ahead. Remember, I'm going to be talking about the plot. I'm going to be talking about the movie overall. If you haven't seen it, go watch it before you watch this video. If not, continue watching. Who gives a crap? I think the way I'm going to structure this is just basically showing you the characters. So we'll start with the characters. We have Bear, Nikki, Ian, and Sarah. Those are the only characters we should worry about. We have Bear. Bear is our main guy. He is in love with Nikki, and they're all part of this whole friend group between Bear, Nikki, Ian, and Sarah, where they all work at the same place. They all go out to bars and drink together. They're this friend group, right? So Bear has a crush on Nikki, and they apparently go out to this bar to have one last drinking outing because I think she's moving somewhere else. So they hang out. Bear gives her a ride back home eventually at the end of the night, and he decides to hint at the fact that he likes her. She picks up on it and basically gives him an out saying, "Do you like me?" He cowers away. He basically says, No, I don't." However, at some point during the movie, he bought this Make-A-Wish, this one-time type of wooden stick that you can break where you make a wish and it comes true. He makes a wish basically saying, "I wish you would only love me." And it works. Nikki instantly has a whole personality switch. She becomes so interested in him. She wants to spend the night with him. And he's set, right? They start dating and you just think it's oh, this is such a happy movie. No, it starts to escalate insanely quick because as the days go by, she starts to show these cracks in her personality. She decides to unbury his dead cat and start feeding him his dead cat for lunch. Insane shit like that. Bear, he kind of justifies it. His friends start seeing the change on Nikki. Ian starts calling him out a little bit. Sarah starts talking about how weird she's been acting, and he starts to protect it, right? He starts to protect the relationship because he is very much infatuated with Nikki. I don't even want to call it love, but to some degree I think he doesn't want to lose this because he feels like he has no other chance with a girl like her. So then as time goes by, Nikki becomes more more codependent. She wants him to not leave her. Anywhere that he goes, she's always there watching, throwing tantrums whenever he wants to do something that she's not okay with. It just gets progressively more insane. As the story goes on, you later find out his best friend Ian, he's trying to get them not to be together, but he then finds out that they've been hooking up at some point before he made the wish. Sarah, the other friend in the group, she's into Bear. You can see how much she cares about him throughout the movie. At the beginning when his cat died, she was the first one to find out and comforted him. She also was worried about his relationship with Nikki because at one point Nikki lies to Bear about her father having a disease, having cancer, and she then researches and finds out that she's lying, which should alert Bear, but it doesn't. Anyway, so the movie ends basically by Nikki killing Sarah because she feels threatened by Sarah, killing Ian because Ian is an idiot basically. I don't think he deserves to be murked, but he screws the boy over because you only get one wish, and he needed Ian to make a wish to make Nikki stop loving him because she was progressively doing worse things, killing one of their friends and feeding Bear a bunch of spoiled meat. Not only that, it was spoiled cat meat. So it just gets insane. Nikki kills Ian. Bear just can't live with it anymore. He's getting progressively depressed. He tries to end his life and it doesn't work because Nikki ends up using the wish to make him obsessed with her, but unfortunately he overdosed and dies. So that's the rundown of the movie. To be honest, it's an entertaining movie. I wouldn't consider it horror. I don't even think it's considered a horror movie. It's more of a thriller. But even then, I think it was going too far by calling it a thriller. I did enjoy a lot of the mid sections of the movie where things start to escalate. There's just a lot of funny moments in my opinion. If anything, this movie feels more like a dark comedy than anything else. And honestly, the real thing that I thought about is am I really rating the movie based on the plot? Or honestly, I think the better question should be, is Bear a good guy in this situation? Do we root for Bear, or do we just acknowledge that he might just be a scumbag and a coward? Because there was plenty of chances, not only for him to not brainwash Nikki by making a wish where she just falls in love with him. She honestly seemed somewhat interested And I think he didn't even need the wish, but he was such a coward, and then he was defending all like the insanity instead of like doing something about it. It just seemed like everything he did was like mostly his fault, you know, like he ruined Nikki's life. He got his friends killed. Um I feel like he could have stopped most of these things if he just wasn't a coward. So I don't know. Is Bear the villain? Would people consider Nikki the villain? You know, she did murder people, but it wasn't really her. It was she was basically possessed by this wish. And are his friends a bunch of dicks? I don't know. You let me know. But here's the final rating for this movie. I think this movie deserves a 7.5. I might even say an 8 out of 10. I do recommend people to watch it. I didn't think it was a bad movie. It was entertaining to watch. It's just like I feel like it doesn't have that like that wow factor basically. It does feel like there are like points in the movie where it kind of dips and there's like some lows in it. But that's just my opinion. Anyways, thank you for watching this review. Guys, take care and see you on the next video.